you need an interpreter? No. You need for Spanish? So number 7 on the docket?
Yes.
He's going to need an interpreter.
Okay.
For Spanish.
Okay, thank you.
Oh, he said Williams. Guys, go ahead and put it down. Hey, when we come in the courtroom, be present at all times. You're going to come to the great podium, you're going to announce your name and date of birth. If you're going to ask your questions, it's going to be yes or no. All right, we're not giving them headshakes. If you have any questions, wait till after, and you can ask. Once we leave out of the courtroom, we're not going back. You clear on that? All right, cool. No hoodie, arm by your sleeve, no hat. Not yet. And then Vega and Williams, you guys are going to be the first 2 up, so I need you guys right here in the chair. And who's Williams? Williams? Yes, right here. The more present we are, the more fluent the courtrooms go. Get up. Stand him up, too. Hey. Hey, man, get up. Get up. It's the wrong way to sleep. Get up. Simple. Morning.
Oh, good morning. Thank you. Thank you. Please be seated. Hey, do we have any interpreter today? Okay.
The third person on your docket needs an interpreter, so I just reached out to him.
Okay, thank you.
As of now, it's the only interpreter matter.
I'm sorry, say that one more time?
Number 7 on your docket, that's our only interpreter matter at now.
Okay, thank you. Let me take a second to get logged in. Everybody sit tight. Tell them not to hurry. I'm going to say my preamble now just because. All right, this is the 11 a.m. initial appearance calendar for August 15th, 2025. The court's orders for the taking of fingerprints and DNA samples made on the first calendar of the month will also apply to these hearings. All right, I'm still logging in here. Here we go. All right. This, let's see, we're going to begin with Anastasia Williams. If you please come all the way to the podium, Ms. Williams, you'll be first. After that, Juan Vega, will you go to the chair? All right, ma'am, may I have your full name and your date of birth, please?
Anastasia Andrew Williams, 1826-1987.
All right, thank you. You're here because there's been a new criminal complaint filed against you. You may or may not have been expecting this, but the charges are 2 counts of aggravated DUI, each a Class 4 felony, with an alleged offense date of July 5th, 2025. This comes out of the Scottsdale Police Department. I am going to appoint a lawyer for you, and you will end up with the same lawyer in this case that you have for your other open cases.
Thank you.
And in this case, I'm setting 3 court dates. The first is the status conference, August 21st at 8:30 in the morning, which is this coming Thursday. Your preliminary hearing will be the following Monday, August 25th at 8:30. In between those, you're going to have a bail hearing in this case. You may have already been through this once, So you're going to have this bail eligibility hearing. It'll be a week from today, Friday, August 22nd at 1:30 in the afternoon. And as may have happened to you already once before, I'm not able to give you bond in this case because you're accused of committing it while you had an open case, which
It's
was...
under investigation, though. It was under investigation, so I had no clue that I had a court date.
Hold on, you haven't missed any court dates. Hold on now. I'm going to double check my offense dates. So the one that's alleged in the criminal complaint is July 5th of 2025. And on July 5th of this year, you had an open case. The open case was CR 2024-150933. Your initial appearance in that case was March 20th. So the key dates are March 20th, you had an open felony case. You got seen by a judge. The case was officially begun March 20th. On July 5th, when this allegedly occurred, that March 20th case remained open. That's what triggers the law. So talk to your lawyer. Your lawyer can help you understand it's a timing issue. What it means is, I cannot give you bail today. I must hold you for the bail hearing in 7 days. In 7 days, you may or may not be found eligible for bail, but at this hearing, you're not. We have to hold you over for the bail hearing. So you'll see your lawyer the day before, which is the 21st. They'll talk to you about what's going to happen at the bail hearing the next day. And in situations like yours where you've got 3 open cases, you've got a lot of moving parts. Yeah, your lawyer will help you.
Okay.
All right. Anything else you want to say, ma'am?
Just that I had court on the 28th, and she said that the 2 cases were under investigation.
Okay, and this is going to roll right into all of that.
She said the next court date that I had was the 20th and 25th.
Okay, so you'll go on the 20th, you'll see her, you can tell her, by then, hopefully she'll know that you have this new case, but you can tell her.
She does know.
Yeah, and so she'll know. So you can talk to her about the total package at your very next court date because you're going to end up with the same lawyer. All right, everything's on your paperwork if you step to your left.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yes, sir. Oh, thank you. Let's have Mr. Vega stay where he is, and I need Mr. Gonzalez, Nelson Gonzalez, al podio.
Nelson González, pase al podium.
Good morning, sir. Please wait for the interpreter and then tell me your full name and date of birth.
Buenos días, señor. Espere a que la intérprete termine y luego dígame su nombre completo y fecha de nacimiento.
Nelson Eric Santiago González, abril 18, 1954.
Nelson Eric Santiago González, April 18, 1954, Maria Court Interpreter's Office.
All right, thank you. Sir, you are before the court because you have been charged in a criminal complaint with the following offenses.
Señor, usted está aquí porque tiene una acusación de tipo penal con los siguientes delitos.
Theft as a Class 3 felony.
Robo, delito categoría número 3.
And theft of a credit card or obtaining a credit card by fraudulent means, which is a Class 5 felony.
Y robo de una tarjeta de crédito u obtener una tarjeta de crédito mediante un fraude, que es delito categoría 5.
The alleged date of these offenses is December 22nd of 2017.
La supuesta fecha de los delitos es el 22 de diciembre del 2017.
I am appointing a lawyer for you, and you will receive a copy of the charges and police reports through your lawyer.
Le voy a asignar un abogado y usted recibirá copia de las acusaciones y de los reportes de la policía mediante su abogado.
Your next court date is a preliminary hearing on August 18th at 8:30 in the morning.
Su próxima audiencia es una audiencia preliminar el 18 de agosto a las 8:30 de la mañana.
That's 3 days from now, and it will be in the downtown Superior Court.
Eso es en 3 días y será en el Tribunal Superior del Centro de Phoenix.
And in this case, the court is unable to give you bond today because you remain in the primary custody of the Pennsylvania Department of Corrections.
En este caso, no le puede emitir derecho de fianza porque usted está detenido bajo la detención principal del Departamento de Correcciones de Pensilvania.
And according to our sheriff's office, you must be returned to Pennsylvania's custody when this case has concluded.
Y según nuestra información, usted tiene que regresar a ser detenido por el estado de Pensilvania una vez que este caso se resuelva.
Everything I've just told you is on your paperwork, and you'll be back in court in 3 days. If you step to your left, he'll give you your copy.
Todo lo que le he dicho estará incluido en sus documentos. Pase a la izquierda, recoger sus documentos y eso es todo.
Thank you.
All right, and if the interpreter could make a general call for service, we might as well, just to make sure.
Yes, absolutely. ¿Hay alguien más que necesite intérprete en español? Si es así, levanten la mano. Any hands?
Anybody else need an interpreter?
We're not seeing any hands. Okay. All right, thank you so much, ma'am. Have a great day.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Mr. Vega, Juan Vega. And then Mr. Simon Pittman, will you go to the chair, please? Hello, sir. Can I have your full name and your date of birth, please?
My name is Juan Vega. Birthday is 12/27/67.
All right, thank you. You are here on a warrant in a case which you've been charged with aggravated identity theft, a Class 3 felony, a total of 6 counts of forgery. Those are Class 4 felonies. Theft by misrepresentation, a Class 4 felony. Identity theft, a Class 4 felony. Narcotic drug possession, Class 4 felony. Theft of a credit card or control of a stolen credit card, that's a Class 5 felony. And obstruction of justice by the refusal to provide a true name, that's a Class 2 misdemeanor. You've already had a lawyer appointed. This warrant issued after you failed to appear at a not guilty arraignment hearing on September 20th of 2023. So you already have a lawyer, and your next court date is going to be an arraignment hearing August 22nd at 8:30 in the morning. That's 1 week from now. And in your case, I'm also not able to give you bond today because you remain in the primary custody of the Bureau of Prisons, and we have to return you to their custody upon the conclusion of this case. So you'll see your lawyer in a week, and everything else I just told you is on your paperwork. If you step to your left.
All right.
Thank you. Mr. Simon Pittman.
You're going to send the third row closer to the door.
And then Robert Schultz, will you please go to the chair? Hello, sir. May I have your full name and your date of birth, please?
Yes, DeAndre Simon Pittman, 08/06/1999.
All right, thank you. You are here on a new case. The allegations are kidnapping, a Class 2 felony, aggravated assault with a deadly weapon or dangerous instrument, a Class 3 felony, aggravated assault by temporary disfigurement or the breaking of a bone, that's a Class 4 felony, aggravated assault by strangulation in a domestic relationship, that is a Class 4 felony, aggravated assault against a victim who is bound, restrained, or otherwise unable to resist, that's a Class 6 felony. Aggravated assault by the entry into a residence to commit an assault, that's a Class 6 felony. First-degree criminal trespassing, a Class 6 felony. Theft as a Class 1 misdemeanor, and threatening and intimidating, a Class 1 misdemeanor. Based on what the police have presented, there is probable cause for all of these offenses. I am appointing a lawyer for you. I'm setting your next 2 court dates. That will be a status conference, August 21st at 8:30 in the morning, which is this Thursday, with a preliminary hearing Monday, August 25th at 8:30. Those will be in the downtown Superior Court. Based on what's been alleged against you and the rest of the information provided, the court finds that the allegations against you indicate a highly elevated risk of violation of release orders, indications of extreme lethality risk, that is a domestic violence lethality risk, meaning a risk of murder to the primary alleged victim, as well as victim or witness intimidation to the other victims, that this is what is alleged is a particularly extended attack of unusual violence and severity. Based on that, the court believes that you pose an active danger to the alleged victims in this case. Bond is set in your case at $100,000. It is cash only. If you post it, you will be on an ankle monitor under the supervision of pretrial services. You may not go to the scene of the alleged crimes. You may not have any contact with any of the alleged victims, no weapons, no drugs, no alcohol. Obey any order of protection that's been served on you. And this order supersedes any order of protection that may be in conflict with it, because you are prohibited from having any contact with the alleged victims for any purpose. This order does not prohibit you having contact with your child. There may be an order issued out of juvenile court that does. This one does not, but what it does not permit is for you to have any contact with the alleged victim in order to exercise any parenting time rights that you may currently have. So it supersedes all family court orders. It supersedes all orders of protection. You are categorically prohibited from having contact with the mother of your children. Do you understand that?
Yes.
All right. If you step to your left, I'll give you a copy of your paperwork.
Can I ask you a question too?
Sure.
They said they're charging me with kidnapping of my own daughter?
No, kidnapping of the primary alleged victim. So, talk to your lawyer about the legal definition and the elements of kidnapping. The police have adequately alleged that.
Okay.
If you step to your left, you get the paperwork.
Be right here.
All right, Mr. Schultz.
And have a seat, third row. Third row. You can read it over there, man.
And Eddie Yosef, will you go to the chair?
Yes. Everything that she went over is in the paper.
Just 1 second, sorry, I was reading one, I had a couple things, more things come in on your case. All right.
Herbie? Secretary? Well, you guys are done, just scoot closer to the left, talk and then it's all done. If you're not done, scoot over to the right. Fellas, I'm not gonna tell you guys again. I'll tell you guys again, you're gonna go violate yourself. Yeah, this is court, not home.
All right, so may I have your full name and your date of birth, please?
My name is Robert Joseph Schultz IV. I was born 25 February 1982.
All right, thank you. Here on a new case, the allegations are aggravated assault with a deadly weapon or dangerous instrument, alleged both as a Class 2 felony and a Class 3 felony. The Class 2 felony is when it is against a child under the age of 15. That's what makes it a Class 2 instead of a Class 3 felony. 2 allegations of aggravated DUI with a passenger under the age of 15. That is 1 for blood alcohol over 0.08 and 1 for blood alcohol over 0.15. Those are Class 6 felonies. Resisting arrest, a Class 6 felony. Endangering the life or health of a minor, that's a Class 1 misdemeanor. Possession of an open container of alcohol in a vehicle, a Class 2 misdemeanor. And failure to obey a police officer, a Class 2 misdemeanor. Based on what the police have submitted, there is probable cause for all of those, and I am appointing a lawyer to represent you. Your next court date is a status conference, August 21st at 8:30 in the morning in the downtown Superior Court. Your preliminary hearing, August 25th at 8:30 in the same court. And I think in this case, all right, sorry, I'm going to reprint one more time. I'm going to add an ankle monitor. All right, bond in your case, sir, is set at $25,000. It is secured. The state recommended $50,000. On these facts, the court does not believe it appears that you have any beef with this particular alleged victim. None is described, and you don't appear, according to our records, to ever have been arrested before. Nevertheless, the court wants you accountable for not going anywhere near that location. Absolutely no contact with the alleged victim nor any of the witnesses. Absolutely no weapons, no drugs without a valid prescription, no alcohol. You will alcohol test for us to prove that you are not drinking. You may drive if you have a valid license. However, you may not drive with anyone under the age of 18 in the vehicle. Do you understand what that means? You may not drive your children or anyone else's children to any location. Do you understand?
Yes, ma'am.
Even if you're completely sober and your license is valid, you are not permitted to drive your child or anybody else's children. All right, everything is on your paperwork, and that applies to any other children you may have. You just don't drive anyone under the age of 18 because those people cannot protect themselves from potentially fatal decisions made by adults. So everything is on your paperwork, and just so you're very, very clear, it's critically important you respect that no driving with the kids in the car. The court has the power right now, today, right now, to order you not to have contact with that 5-year-old that I believe is your child. I do have that power. I'm not ordering it right now because you don't appear to have any criminal history whatsoever. So comply with those conditions. Do not miss your court dates. Everything you need to know is going to be on your paperwork. If you step to your left, the officer will give you a copy.
Thank you.
Yeah, we got a new one for him. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, sorry. We never used to print until the end, and so sometimes this happens. All right, Mr. Yosef, and if I have my way at one point, we will go back to that, because people are supposed to sign, but Anyway, Mr. Yosef right here, and then Mr. Irby, Shannon Irby, will you go to the chair? Hello, sir, may I have your full name and your date of birth?
Yes, good morning, Your Honor. It's Eddie Yosef, 92273.
All right, thank you. You're here on a new case. You were arrested for aggravated assault with a deadly weapon or dangerous instrument. That's a Class 3 felony. Criminal damage and resisting arrest is a Class 1 misdemeanors. There is probable cause for all of those, and I am appointing a lawyer to represent you. Your next court date is a status conference, August 21st at 8:30 in the morning. Preliminary hearing, August 25th at 8:30. And in your case, bail is set in the amount of $10,000 secured. I will note the state also recommended a $50,000 bond for you as well. However, on these specific facts, the court finds that you are, we hope, less likely to be able to find and go after the alleged victim. I see that you have almost no criminal history. You were accused of forgery in 1997, but it does not appear to have...
That was exonerated,
Yes,
Your
I was going
Honor.
to say, it does not appear to have resulted in a conviction. So, if you post bond, comply with all of your conditions. Absolutely no contact with the alleged victim.
I
no
don't know
weapons.
the alleged victim, Your Honor.
I know.
First, and then you can talk after.
That is part of the reason that I'm setting the bail as low as I'm setting it, is that the court believes you likely do not know and would have real trouble finding the alleged victim in this case in order to give them any trouble. So I'm factoring that in. So everything is on your paperwork. If you step to the left, you get a
May I ask you a question, Your Honor?
You may.
Okay. The alleged victim is a door-to-door salesman that knocked on my house.
Yes.
Yeah, so I've never met him.
Yes.
Okay, and I told the police officer and everybody that I did not attack him. There was no scratch on the guy. I didn't resist the arrest. Okay, I told the police officer, I asked twice, wanting to know why am I being arrested, with my hands up in the air and complying. Just I didn't walk towards them. And if you look at the report, please take a look at it.
I did.
My other problem with this, Your Honor, is I have a stage 4 cirrhosis, and I haven't worked in 2 years. So I understand that the bail is quite low, but to me, it's going to end up being a problem. As you can see, I don't even have a traffic ticket in the past 25 years.
I did see that. So, Mr.
Intending to go and fight this.
All right, I'm gonna respond to that. Okay. Now, what they allege is chasing someone around with a knife when it was far past any reasonable argument for self-defense, and that they allege there is some corroborating evidence. So talk to your lawyer about that, but it is in no way required that you actually manage to injure someone in order to commit the crime of aggravated assault. So talk to your lawyer about that. And the health issues, I am sorry to hear that, but that is not a legally sufficient reason not to impose the bail in this case, given that if you were convicted as currently alleged, this is a prison mandatory type of offense. So talk to your lawyer about what's been alleged against you. The resisting arrest is alleged as being passive, and the police have established probable cause for that. That is a misdemeanor. I am not in any way setting the bail. That does not move the needle on bail. Talk to your lawyer about all of this. The court is concerned about the aggravated assault allegation. You need to speak to your lawyer about it, but everything that you've told me does not rebut the court's belief that a $10,000 secured appearance bond is reasonable, appropriate, and the least onerous condition in this case. Please speak to the sheriff's office after court about seeing medical. Medical needs to know about your condition. They are legally required. It's called Correctional Health Services. There is an agency that is required to manage your medical care. So if you have not seen them yet, let the sheriff's office know that you need to see medical. I believe everybody has to see medical before they get classified. Okay, and so they're going to deal with that, and you can speak to your lawyer next week about any modification of that bail. If you'll step to your left, I'll give you a copy of your paperwork. Thank you. Mr. Irby?
In the third row, close to the door.
And then Daniel Cordova, you go to the chair. Hi, sir. Can I have your full name and your date of birth?
Yes, ma'am. My name is Shannon Jermaine Irby, and my birthday is 6/7/81.
All right, thank you. You're here on a new case. You were arrested for...
Yes, ma'am.
3 allegations of possession of a weapon by a prohibited person, those are class 4 felonies. Possession or use of a weapon during the commission of a drug offense, that's a class 4 felony. Possession of dangerous drugs, a class 4 felony. And tampering with evidence, a class 6 felony. There is probable cause for all of those. The police also allege that you possess dangerous drugs for sale as a class 2 felony, but they did not provide enough support for the sale allegation for the court to find probable cause for that at this time. So, for purposes of this hearing only, I'm not finding probable cause on the allegation of possession for sale. You can talk to your lawyer about that. The county attorney, it's still pending against you. The county attorney can still go forward on that, but it'll be up to the county attorney to decide what the formal charges might be. You and your lawyer can go over that. So based only on these allegations and your criminal history, I'm setting 2 court dates for you. That's a status conference, August 21st, 8:30 in the morning, preliminary hearing, August 25th at 8:30. Those will be in the downtown Superior Court, and if I didn't say it already, I am appointing a lawyer for you. Bond is set in your case at $10,000 secured. If you post it, comply with all of your conditions, very particularly no weapons. Oh, I forgot. They also accused you of possessing a prohibited weapon, but they forgot to describe how any one of those might have been a prohibited weapon, such as a sawed-off shotgun or something. They didn't do it, so I didn't find probable cause for it. Again, the county attorney could still go forward on you, against you on that if they thought they had that evidence, but I just don't have it today. So that's why 2 of those show as no probable cause.
Yes, ma'am.
Don't get too excited. As I would say, they're not dismissed. I'm just not setting release conditions for them. I would certainly have considered a higher bond if there had been probable cause for those. This is a bond that the court believes is appropriate to the gun possession and the drug possession. If you'll step to your left, you get a copy of your paperwork.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
You're going to sit in the 3rd row to the left of the post.
All right, Mr. Cordova, and then Devin Vanderlip. Will you go to the chair? Hello, sir. Can I have your full name and your date of birth when you get to the podium right here?
Sorry, I'm a mess right now.
What I need is your full name and date of birth, please.
Daniel King Cordova.
What's your date of birth?
020797.
Thank you. You're on a new case. You were arrested.
Yeah.
Theft of a means of transportation. It is a class 3 felony. I need you to take your hood off, please. Thank you. It's a class 3 felony, and there is probable cause for it. I am appointing a lawyer for you. I'm scheduling your next 2 court dates. That's a status conference, August 21st at 8:30 in the morning in the downtown Superior Court with a preliminary hearing August 25th at 8:30. Your bond is $2,500. It is secured. If you post it, do not go to the scene of the alleged crime. That's wherever the car was allegedly stolen from. No contact with any alleged victim, witness, arresting officers, or co-defendants. No weapons. You are a prohibited possessor. No drugs without a valid prescription. If you step to your left, they're going to give you a copy of that paperwork. Thank you. All right, Mr. Vanderlip. And then Ethan Holliday. Will you go to the chair, please? Hello, sir. Can I have your full name and your date of birth, please?
Devin Martin Eric Vanderlip, 71092.
All right, thank you. You're here on 2 things. One is a new case and one is a probation hold. In the new case, you were arrested for possessing. Oh, I just realized something. Hold on a second. Sometimes I don't until I'm looking at it in court. Yeah. Okay. I'm going to need to reprint yours because I was prepared to find probable cause as charged on drug possession for sale and possession of drugs, but they booked you on the wrong kind of drug. They booked you for methamphetamine, which is not a dangerous, it's not a narcotic drug in Arizona law, it's a dangerous drug. And so that's a very silly distinction that I don't think the Arizona legislature should have made. The feds don't make that distinction, but we do under Arizona law. And so if they pick the wrong crime to book you under, I can't find probable cause. So because what they allege you possessed and what there was probable cause for was possession of dangerous drugs for sale, not narcotics. Narcotics would be fentanyl, cocaine, etc. So in any event, talk to your lawyer about that. So I don't find probable cause for purposes of this hearing, and on that, I am actually going to change this bond to a placeholder bond. Hold on.
And change to what?
I'm going to explain in a second.
You're good.
Docket number
Just 17, 33 is going to stay the same. All right, so, right. So there is probable cause for possession of drug paraphernalia, a class 6 felony, because I would find probable cause that that was methamphetamine, therefore the bags it was in were drug paraphernalia. So I still find probable cause for drug paraphernalia, a class 6 felony, passively resisting arrest, a class 1 misdemeanor, and third-degree criminal trespass, a class 3 misdemeanor. I do not find probable cause for purposes of this hearing only on the 2 narcotic drug allegations because methamphetamine is not a narcotic drug under Arizona law. And I just didn't catch it when I was first preparing the case. So talk to your lawyer about that. The county attorney can absolutely get that fixed in the charging phase. You'll find out from your lawyer what they decided to do. So I am appointing a lawyer for you in this case and in your probation case. You are on probation for a class 4 felony, and the probation department will be filing a petition to revoke your probation based on this new, these new offenses. So, I'm appointing a lawyer for you in probation court. I'm setting your 2 cases for the same next court date. It's August 21st. That's this Thursday at 8:30 in the morning. In the new case, it's a status conference. In the probation case, it's a revocation arraignment. Then I'm also setting a preliminary hearing in the new case only for August 25th at 8:30. All of that will be on your paperwork. Now, in the new case, I'm going to set what's called a placeholder bond. It's $50. It's secured to make sure you're eligible for credit for time in custody. I had been going to set $2,500 in the drug sales case, but without probable cause for the main felonies, that's not appropriate. So I'm just setting a $50 placeholder bond. However, the court does find that you appear to be in gross violation of your probation and you have at least 4 priors. So I'm still giving you a $2,500 secured appearance bond in your probation case. So that's $2,550 total. If you bond out, comply with all of your written conditions, and call your PO within 72 hours. If you'll step to your left, he's going to give you that paperwork.
I'll bring it over to you.
All right, Mr. Holliday, Ethan Holliday. And then Mr. Abdel Salam, will you go to the chair?
Arms under your sleeves.
There we go. Hi, sir. Can I have your full name and your date of birth, please?
Ethan Holiday, 11/24/97.
Okay, thanks. You were here on 1 bench warrant in a pending probation case and 1 newly filed case. I'm going to start with your newly filed case. In number 13 on the calendar, there was a criminal complaint filed against you, charging you with possessing narcotic drugs, a class 4 felony, and drug paraphernalia, a class 6 felony, back on January 22nd of this year out of the Glendale Police Department. You'll get a copy of those charges and police reports from your lawyer. I am appointing a lawyer for you. And you're also here on a failure to appear warrant out of probation court. You failed to appear at your revocation arraignment hearing on, June 2nd of this year, and a warrant was issued for your arrest. We're going to reschedule that August 21st, 8:30 in the morning, together with the other case.
August what?
August 21st, that's this Thursday, 6 days from now. Alrighty, in the newly filed drug case, your bond is $1,000 secured. In the probation case, I'm affirming the $250 secured appearance bond that was set, so that is $1,250 total. If you bond out, comply with all of your written conditions and call your PO within 72 hours. If you step to your left, the officer has your paperwork. Thank you.
Closest to the door.
Mr. Abdel Salam, and then Mr. Zarco, Ernesto Zarco, if you go to the chair, please. Good morning, sir. Can I have your full name and date of birth, please?
Amir Ali Abdel Salam, 10/21/2000.
Okay, thanks. You're here on 3 probation warrants. You're on probation in 3 separate felony cases, and there were petitions to revoke your probation filed in all 3 cases back on July 25th. The petitions allege that you violated terms 4 and 15. You'll get a copy of that from your lawyer, and I am appointing a lawyer for you. Your next court date for all 3 cases will be this Thursday, August 21st at 8:30 in the morning. That's a revocation arraignment and possible disposition hearing in the downtown probation court. I am affirming the bond set by the probation judge in all 3 cases. In numbers 4 and 6, that is $750 per case, and in number 5, it is $500 secured. So I believe that is $2,000 total. If you bond out, comply with all of your written conditions and call your PO within 24 hours because you are on intensive probation. If you step to your left, they give you a copy of that paperwork.
I got two questions, Your Honor.
Mm-hmm.
Can I please get the same lawyer for our probation case that I did?
Probably, if that person's working that day, the way, you know, when they divvy up the cases, the public defenders in the morning, if that person's working that day, you can just ask for them if you didn't automatically get them. If they're not working that day, they might be willing, but you'd have to get a continuance. So talk to the public defenders at your next hearing and just say, I liked that person, can I have them back? All right.
And number two, I was sentenced at a mental health court as an ASMI patient.
Mm-hmm.
So I was wondering how that works.
Well, right now you're not going to mental health court because they put you into probation violation proceedings. So right now, what's going forward is the question of whether you should be sentenced again, whether you violated probation, and if you did, then you get resentenced. So you could get put back on probation, which has happened at least 5 times before this. They may or may not do it again. They might send you to prison in one case and not the others. That's why you get a lawyer. It's very complicated, and there are many possible outcomes. So your lawyer can give you good advice about what's going to happen, what the options may be, and what your best choices might be. Sorry. If you step to your left, he's got your paperwork for you. All right, thank you.
You're going to sit in the third row to the left, closest to the door.
All right, Mr. Zarco. And then Safrasha Woods, we go to the chair. Hello, sir. Can I have your full name and date of birth?
Ernesto Zarco, 3878.
All right, thanks. You are here on a new case and a probation warrant. In your new case, you're accused of possessing dangerous drugs, a Class 4 felony, drug paraphernalia, a Class 6 felony, and theft as a Class 1 misdemeanor. There is probable cause for those, and I am appointing a lawyer for you. I'm also appointing a lawyer in your probation case. You're on probation for a Class 4 felony, and there was a petition to revoke your probation already filed back in April that alleges that you violated terms 3 and 5. So you get a copy of that from your lawyer. You should have the same lawyer for both cases. All right, your next court date is the same for both cases. It's this Thursday, August 21st at 8:30 in the morning in the downtown Superior Court. Then you'll have a preliminary hearing in the new case only on August 25th at 8:30 in the morning. In the probation case, your bond is $750 secured. In the new case, you have what's called a placeholder bond. It's $50 secured. It's to make you eligible for credit for time in custody. So your total bond is $800 with written conditions. If you do post bond, be sure to read those and call your PO within 72 hours. If you step to your left, he has your paper. Thank you.
All right. You're going to sit in the third row to the left.
Safrasha Wood, and then Aaron Shambrook. Will you please go to the chair? Hello, ma'am. Can I have your full name and your date of birth, please?
Safrasha Wood, 8/30/1889.
Okay, thanks. You are here on a new case and 3 probation warrants. In the new case, you were arrested for 1 allegation of taking the identity of another, which can include possessing their identity documents. That's a Class 4 felony. There is probable cause for it, and I am appointing a lawyer for you. Then you're also here on 3 probation warrants. You're on probation in 3 separate cases, and there were petitions to revoke your probation already filed back on August 1st. They allege that you violated terms 3 and 5. You'll get a copy of those from your lawyer, and I am appointing a lawyer for you in those cases as well. You should end up with the same lawyer for everything. So you have the same next court date for everything. It's this Thursday, August 21st at 8:30 in the morning. In the new case, it's a status conference. In the probation cases, it's called the revocation arraignment hearing. Then in the new case only, you will have a preliminary hearing on Monday, August 25th at 8:30. All right. In each of your probation cases, you have a $750 secured appearance bond. In the new case, you have a $50 placeholder bond to make you eligible for credit for time in custody. I believe that is $2,300 total, but you'll have to do the math for yourself with written conditions. If you do bond out, comply with all of those and call your PO within 72 hours. You step to your left, I'll give you that paperwork. Thank you. All right, Ms. Shambrook.
Here. And you're going to sit back where the females are at.
And then David Montefiore, will you please go to the chair? Mr. Montefiore. Hello, ma'am. May I have your full name and your date of birth, please?
Erin Lynn Shambrook, 31076.
All right, thanks. You're here on 1 new case and a probation violation warrant. In the new case, you were arrested for possessing dangerous drugs, a Class 4 felony, and drug paraphernalia, a Class 6 felony. There is probable cause for those, and I am appointing a lawyer for you. I'm also appointing a lawyer in your probation case. You are on probation for a Class 1 misdemeanor, and there was a petition to revoke your probation filed on December 8th of last year. The petition alleges that you violated terms 3 and 5, and you'll get a copy of that from your lawyer. You should have the same lawyer for both cases. You have the same next court date for both cases. It is August 21st, which is this Thursday at 8:30 in the morning. In the new case, it's a status conference. In the probation case, it's called the revocation arraignment hearing. Then in the new case only, you will also have a preliminary hearing Monday, August 25th at 8:30 in the morning. In each of these two cases, your bond is $500 secured for $1,000 total. If you do bond out, comply with all of your written conditions and call the probation department within 72 hours of any release. The number is on your paperwork. If you step to your left, he'll give that to you. Thank you.
So, see back where the females are at.
All right, Mr. Montefiore, and then Orlando S. Chief, will you please go to the chair, Mr. S. Chief? Hello, sir. May I have your full name and your date of birth?
David Montefiore, February 2nd, 1993.
All right, thank you. Here on a warrant from the Hasayampa Justice Court, which I believe is in Wickenburg. You've been charged there with assault as a Class 3 misdemeanor. Your arraignment hearing in that court is scheduled for August 20th, which is 5 days from now at 8:30 in the morning. The address will be on your paperwork. I am affirming the bond set by that court, which is $685 secured. And if you don't post bond, there will be a lawyer there at the Justice Court. Oh, I have to reprint this one. I'm sorry, officer, I've got to reprint this one. I forgot to check any boxes. There will be a lawyer there to assist you with the bond issue only if you do not post bond, but it's $685. It is secured. We need to reprint that, or we're going to send it out to you. If you please go have a seat.
So I'll be in custody?
If you don't post the bond, you will stay in custody, yes. You got 2 prior releases from the jail, and you did not go. So 3rd time's the charm, now you get the bond. If you step to your left...
So it's 5 days from now? The court
date is 5 days from now, that is correct. Right, Mr. S. Chief?
People bring me your paperwork.
And then Art Perez, will you please go to the chair? Art Perez? Or Perez? Thank you. Hi, sir. Can I have your full name and date of birth?
Orlando S. Chief, January 15, 1994.
All right, thanks. You're here on a warrant from the Encanto Justice Court. And in this case, you've been accused of driving on a suspended license, a Class 1 misdemeanor. The alleged offense dated December 14th, 2024. This is a failure to appear warrant from April 24th of 2025. Your next court date is an arraignment hearing August 20th at 8:30 in the morning in the Encanto Justice Court. The address is on your paperwork. I'm affirming the bond in your case. It is $100 secured. If you post it, comply with your conditions. Do not miss your court date. If you don't post it, the public defender will be there to assist you on the bond issue only.
Okay.
The step to your left.
I'm sorry. What day is the 20th?
The 20th should be Wednesday. Yeah, Wednesday the 20th, 5 days from now. The bond is $100.
Okay.
Okay, thanks.
Thank you.
Mr. Pettis?
You're going to send the 3rd row to the left?
And then Lisa Gilly, will you go to the chair? Hello, sir. Can I have your full name and your date of birth?
Art Perez, 5963.
Okay, thanks. You're here on an arrest warrant because there have been new charges filed against you. They date back a couple months, but they were just filed. So they are possession of dangerous drugs, a Class 4 felony, possession of drug paraphernalia, a Class 6 felony. The alleged offense date is May 7th of this year, and this comes from the Buckeye Police Department. So I am appointing a lawyer for you, and your next court date is going to be a status conference this Thursday, August 21st at 8:30 in the morning. Your preliminary hearing is scheduled for Monday, August 25th at 8:30. And I'm just setting what's called a placeholder bond. It's $50 secured. I think you're stuck in already on a probation case right now. So this will make you eligible for credit for time in custody, and it will ensure that they take you to court on the 21st. So don't post it unless you're able to get out in everything, because you don't want to catch a warrant in this case because you were stuck. So everything's on your paperwork. If you step to your left, you get your paperwork. Thank you.
I'm just going to send the 3rd row.
All right, Ms. Gilly, and then Damon Sutton. Will you go to the chair, please?
Hi.
Hello, ma'am. Can I have your full name and your date of birth, please?
Lisa Angela, 2177.
Okay, thanks. You're on a new case. You got booked in for possession of dangerous drugs, a Class 4 felony, possession of drug paraphernalia, a Class 6 felony. There is probable cause for those. There is not, as of today, probable cause for the narcotic drug allegation that they brought against you. That's a Class 4 felony, just because the police didn't provide sufficient allegations to support the inference that what you had was narcotic drugs. It's up to the county attorney whether you might ultimately be formally charged with that. So it's not dismissed. I'm just not setting release conditions for it. I am appointing a lawyer for you. You can talk to your lawyer about how that works. And your next court date is going to be a status conference in 2 weeks. It's August 29th at 8:30 in the morning. Preliminary hearing September 3rd at 8:30. Those will be in the downtown Superior Court. The address is on your paperwork, and you qualify for release on your own recognizance. It looks like they are not finding any criminal history for you. So just come to court, comply with your conditions. You should be out hopefully within a few hours. Try to be patient. It is slow to get released. All right, there's your paperwork on the corner right there. Thank you. Mr. Sutton, and then Drew Glenecki, will you please go to the chair? Hello, sir. Can I have your full name and your date of birth?
Yes, Your Honor. It's Damon Antonio Sutton, 12/18/1995.
Okay, thanks. You're here on a new case. You were arrested for alleged possession of dangerous drugs, a Class 4 felony, and drug paraphernalia, a Class 6 felony. There is probable cause for those, and I am appointing a lawyer for you. Your next court dates are in 2 weeks. First one is a status conference, August 29th at 8:30. Preliminary hearing September 3rd at 8:30. Those are in the downtown Superior Court, and the address is on your paperwork. You also qualify for release on your own recognizance. I'm finding some prior arrests for you, no convictions that were even shown. So I don't have any reason to put a bond on you or make you report to pretrial services as long as you go to court.
Yes,
everything you need to know is on your paperwork. If you step to your left, I'll give you a copy.
Thank you.
All right, thank you. Mr. Glenecki? And after that, officer, I'll do my house call while we move some traffic. Hi, sir. Can I have your full name and date of birth, please?
Drew Glenecki, 7/31/2000.
Okay, thanks. You're on a new case. You were arrested for criminal speeding, a Class 3 misdemeanor. There is probable cause for it. I'm not appointing a lawyer for you, though, because we don't in this type of misdemeanor case. You do have the right to represent yourself or to hire a lawyer at your own expense. Your next court date will be an arraignment hearing in the East Mesa Justice Court about 3 weeks from now, which is September 3rd, Wednesday, September 3rd at 9 in the morning. This is a brand new case. The police haven't alleged any priors for you for this type of offense, so I'm just going to release you on your own recognizance on the theory that you do not like jail and you'd rather show up than be arrested for a warrant on this. If you'll notice, you're one of 3 people getting released today. Most of them got held because of not showing up, not complying with court orders. So do that, come to court, and on this type of offense, which is not non-serious, but you may never do another night in jail. Just go to court. And just so you know, people who kill other people with speed alone still get charged with murder in the 2nd degree. So I just like to throw that in there because you are presumed innocent in this case. However, most people who are on the freeway and watch a motorcycle splitting traffic at 110 miles an hour really wish there was a cop around to do something about it, because even if the motorcyclist doesn't kill themselves, sometimes they cause other people to crash and hurt themselves. So most of the other people on the road, if not all of them, are feeling happy when they see, I would actually have a cop witness this. So, Mr. Glenecki, trying to encourage you also not to do it, because if you did this, and you do it again, and you survive the accident, if you hurt anyone else, you could literally go to prison. And it does not take impairment. Speed alone will put a person in prison. So if you'll step to your left to take a copy of your paperwork, you should be released in a few hours. All right, so I'm going to do my house call real quick. We'll get ready to finish up.
Outside, so he's waiting for you.
All right, so Officer, for Anthony Stroud, is he not physically present in court because he's been isolated as a potential risk to himself or others? Oh, he's looking, I think.
Yeah, no, he was disobeying orders.
Disobeying orders, okay. And I will say, though, that given the court's, the situation in general population and the way that the court operates, the security situation in the courtroom and the gallery itself, the court does find that inmates who are not cooperating with officers' instructions do pose a risk of danger to themselves or others, because the success of the security provisions in the courtroom depends quite heavily on everybody being compliant. So I do find Mr. Stroud could pose a risk of danger to himself or others. Now we'll go conduct his initial appearance in-house, in person, immediately after this recording, and I'll advise him he's here on a bench warrant for failing to appear at his sentencing in a case in which he's been charged with dangerous drug possession, class 4 felony. He already has a lawyer. I'm going to set a status conference for him in front of his sentencing judge on August 21st at 8:30 in the morning, and I am affirming that judge's order, which is a cash-only appearance bond in the amount of $2,000, with conditions that I will go over with Mr. Stroud. If anything changes after I do this initial appearance in person with Mr. Stroud, I will put my final decision in the court's written order. It's not the court's intention to update the recording after I conduct Mr. Stroud's IA. My order will reflect my ultimate decision. All right, and are we clear, officer? Are you guys alone back there? Yeah. Okay, great. Let me have Mr. Shelton come up, and then I'll do Sheldon Baker after that. Alexander Shelton to the podium, please. Hello, sir. May I have your full name and your date of birth?
My name is Alexander Shelton. My date of birth is September 25th of 2004.
All right, thank you. You are here on a grand jury warrant because you've been indicted by a grand jury on charges of sexual conduct with a minor, a class 2 felony, and dangerous crime against children. That is a legal term. To be a dangerous crime against children, that is a specific type of allegation, and you can talk to your lawyer about what that is. And 2 counts of molestation of a child, each a class 2 felony and dangerous crime against children. The alleged offense dates for these offenses, it's a range of dates between March 1st and May 31st of 2024. The grand jury met, heard evidence, and found probable cause to charge you with these offenses. So I am appointing a lawyer for you and setting your next court date, which will be an arraignment hearing August 22nd at 8:30 in the morning in the downtown Superior Court. That address is on your paperwork. I am affirming the bond set in your case by the judge who issued the warrant. That is $100,000. It is cash only. If you deposit that with the court, you will be released while you wait for your trial in this case, and you must, by law, be on an electronic ankle monitor anytime you are not in a jail. So I'm ordering that as well. If you post the bond, you will be on an ankle monitor under the supervision of pretrial services. Whether you are in or out of jail, you may not have any contact with the alleged victim or their representatives. That's usually a parent or parents. No going to the scene of the alleged crimes if you're out of custody. No contact with anyone under the age of 18 for any reason. No weapons, no drugs, no alcohol. You must comply with any order of protection or order against harassment that is served on you. Do you have any children of your own?
No.
All right. Then the prohibition against contact with minors is absolute. No contact with any children at all.
Okay.
All right. Everything is going to be on your paperwork. If you please step to your left, they'll give you a copy of that. All right. Thank you. All right. Mr. Baker? Hello, sir. May I have your full name and date of birth, please?
Sheldon Wayne Baker, January 1st, 1995.
Okay, thank you. I'm just checking one thing. Okay. All righty. You've been arrested on new allegations. They are child sex trafficking with a minor aged 15 to 17, a class 2 felony, resisting arrest, a class 6 felony, and attempted sexual conduct with a minor, which is a class 1 misdemeanor for this age group. I do find probable cause for all of those allegations, and I am appointing a lawyer for you. Your next court date. Oops. Oh, I apologize. Okay. You know, I'm going to leave it. Okay. Your next court date is going to be August 21st, which is this Thursday at 8:30 in the morning. That's a status conference, followed by a preliminary hearing August 25th at 8:30 in the same court. The address is on your paperwork. Now, I'll note the state recommended a $150,000 cash appearance bond in your case. This court has to place these cases, other similar types of cases, on a continuum of offenses, strength of evidence, apparent interest in, sexual interest in children. And the court finds in your case, given all of the givens and all of the factors, that the appropriate bail is $50,000 secured. Secured means you can use a bail bondsman to possibly post bail for less than the full amount.
Okay.
And
how much percentage would that be, Miss?
to a bail bondsman, they typically want 10% and they want collateral. I'm showing you do not have any children. Okay.
No.
All right. So it's $50,000. It is secured. If you post bond, then the law requires that you be on an ankle monitor anytime that you're out of custody. So I'm ordering that as well. If you post a bond, you go on the ankle monitoring, and you have to report to pretrial services. Do not go to the scene of the alleged crimes. No contact with anyone under the age of 18. So if anyone under the age of 18 lives in the home, you can't live there.
Yes, sir.
You cannot access the internet for any reason except for work, school, or legal defense purposes only. No weapons, no drugs, no alcohol. Everything you need to know is on your paperwork. If you step to your left, he's going to give you a copy.
Thank you.
All right, so we are going to stand. I did the house call record before those last two defendants. Anybody who's looking for it can find it there. We're going to stand in recess until 2 p.m. this afternoon.